Donna, you ready to get started?
I am ready.
You know we are live.
I know.
Let me go ahead and shut that off. By the way, this is my husband's radio station. Did you know that?
I had a feeling that it was.
I unabashedly am promoting my husband's radio station, his school radio station.
Uh-huh.
All right, let me get back here. Hi, everybody. We are live. How are you doing, Donna?
I'm doing awesome, Michelle. How are you?
I'm doing fantabulous.
Awesome. I am so looking forward to this training today.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm really excited to do this training as well. And the reason why is because you know, I'll just get right to it. Well, first of all, before we do, I want to do a quick intro. And for people that have not been here to our training before, my name is Michelle Grigsby, and I am here with my beautiful business partner, Donna Rios. And we are both known as the Blog Babes. And we have quite a bit of experience with blogging, setting up websites, and how to properly do blogging, as well as we are also going to teach you social media strategies, how to build your business online. And Donna's got a lot of experience in that, and I've been really focusing a lot on social media trainings and tips and tricks, and we are focusing right now on Facebook and Twitter as a huge avenue on getting traffic to our blog and to our Facebook posts, and you know, just sharing value and knowledge to people that are our target market. And I'm going to get to that in a second. But one of the things that I want to make sure that you are doing is, if you are new to this training and you are visiting on the Academy page, please be sure to register as a free member so that you can get access to some really awesome trainings that's inside the Academy. And also to let us know that you're here. We love to know that you are here, and we you know, obviously if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask any questions or leave comments and what have you. So yeah, but basically what I wanted to do is I wanted to do this training today because, you know, we've been doing this for a while. Donna, you and I have known each other a little over a year now, right?
About that, yeah. Yeah.
And, you know, it's really interesting because some of the people that we originally had connected with, a lot of them are no longer, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, they've kind of like fallen off the earth. Have you noticed that too, Donna?
Sorry, I have. I mean, and I think, Michelle, and I'm sure that this is what you're going to tap on, is just the fact that this is not for the light in heart. You know, this takes a lot of work to do, and it takes a lot of just tenacity to stay focused every day to do what you need to do.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I want to talk to you guys about that because, you know, there's a lot of people that I've noticed through the last 2 or 3 years I've been online, is there's a lot of people that aren't around anymore. Now, there are some people who are still around, and guess what? They're now starting to have success, because those are the ones that I noticed are the ones that were being consistent and the ones that were sticking it out. And you know, that speaks volumes, and this is why it's really important for you to really focus on branding yourself, and you really want to know what you want to do. And if you're just looking to make money online, you need to be a little more specific than that, because guys, you can make money online, okay? You can have a business, you can have an online business, you can work from home as an entrepreneur. But I want to discuss with you 7 things that I think is really important that we all need to kind of address. And so we'll just get right to it. How about that?
That sounds great, Michelle.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to share my screen. All right, do you see my screen?
We do.
Okay. Okay, guys. I'm going to talk to you about, obviously, the 7 social media excuses that you need to banish or stop from your thinking so you can thrive, okay? Now, I'm not expecting you guys to have a huge breakthrough with this training. That'd be nice if you did, but I want to address these with you because I think this is something we all need to look at. And I want you to understand that there are many people who have grown large audiences on social media, okay? Some of these people have thousands of people in their audience, while others are literally up there in the millions, okay? However, there are a few people who get to see these accounts develop to those stages, okay? So we're looking at, teen celebrities, fashion stars, digital marketing experts, okay? You know who they are: Beyonce, Justin Bieber, people that have been, those three types basically, right? Celebrities, fashion stars, digital marketing experts. These are three of the many, many types of people, you guys, who have dominated social media. But guess what? They all started with 0 followers. Mm-hmm. And at one point, the only people who knew about them were family members, okay? So understand, I know that you know this, that sometimes we need to just say it, but you don't just get born with fame. It takes countless hours of work in order to build that fame and have a large audience. Now, if you're saying, oh, Michelle, Michelle and Donna, I don't want to be famous. But guys, what you're doing is, in order to build an online brand, you do need to kind of think of yourself that way. You do want to think of, yes, I do want to become well known in my niche, all right? Mm-hmm. So I just want to tell you right now, it is okay to say that you want to be internet famous, okay? And despite, though, many people that are being successful on social media, there are many people who are constantly giving themselves excuses that limit their capabilities, okay? So anyone on the web has the power, which includes you, to become successful and build a powerful presence based on your expertise, okay? So this statement is by no means an exaggeration, but if you truly want to be successful, there's 7 excuses that you need to banish, expel, and stop immediately, okay? So I'm going to go over the first one with you. I'm going to make this really big, too, so you can see it. All right, number 1, guys, I'm not popular enough. Okay, what does that mean? The current popularity that any individual has is not final, okay? If no one knows about you, it's still possible to build a large audience, okay? When I created my Facebook page, my Facebook profile, I didn't know anybody. The Facebook profile that you guys are friends with me on, if you're friends with me on Facebook, I've got 2 Facebook profiles. I've got one that's my local one here that's got my friends and families on it, my friends and family members on it. But the one that I'm using mostly to build my business, I did not know a soul. I did not know a soul. And I now have almost 3,000 friends, and I don't know all of them, and I need to. But I've had a lot of people reach out to me and be friends with me because of the value that I've been providing and the methods that we are teaching you. But guys, I didn't have that overnight. In fact, there were a lot of times I wanted to give up, okay? But one of the most important things that you need to remember is everybody started from the ground up. So it is okay if you only have a couple hundred or a few hundred friends, okay? So you may not be what you define as a popular person, but you can become popular, okay? So as long as you have a desire to be successful on social media, having this desire, you guys, takes you one step closer to becoming popular on social media. Donna, does that make sense?
Oh, it certainly does, yes.
I can see people that would totally hold themselves back because they feel like they're not popular enough.
Right, right. And it's so true, Michelle. I mean, we all have to start somewhere, Yeah.
Exactly. And something else that's really important to talk about here too is, this doesn't mean that you need to be inauthentic. You still need to be totally authentic, okay? So, you can't hide behind the computer and make yourself into somebody that you're not, because people will see right through that. So, You know, we'll get to more in more detail though about how you can become more popular by being authentic. Okay, here's another excuse that people are using. Why would a random person want to follow me? Okay, some people who create social media accounts tend to think, why would a random person want to follow me? Well, the problem with asking this question is that random person, right here guys, random person is too vague. Vagueness, you guys, being too vague is the main reason why most people get confused about what they need to do on social media. Okay, do you get what I'm getting at? In order to identify who would want to follow you, guess what you have to do? You have to replace this word random with, can you guess what it is? Targeted. Okay? This is huge, you guys. Okay? What I mean by this is one small change changes the question, why would a random person want to follow me, to why would a targeted person want to follow me? That one small change makes a huge difference, because at this stage what you want to do is you want to identify who your target market is. Okay? So here's 2 points I want to share with you. If you want to identify who is your target market, right? Quick summary. You know, identify, oops, that's weird.
I know, don't you hate that?
Identify what you are going to talk about most of the time. About 90% of the time, guys. Okay? So, in other words, what are you guys talking about most of the time? All right? And think about that, because that is the type of person that you're going to want to attract. Okay? Another thing is, well, I guess it doesn't automatically populate that. Identify which people, try to move this down a little bit. Identify which people are interested in that type of content. Okay, do you guys want to know how to do this? It's really easy. How to find people that are interested in the type of content that you want to post. What you do, guys, is you look at popular accounts that post the same content in the same niche. Okay? And what you can do is you can utilize Twitter and you can utilize Facebook. And you can find those people, and all you do is identify the people that are following them. It's really simple. And that account's followers would be the same type of people that would more than likely be interested in your type of content. Okay? So once you identify your target audience, you know, follow some of the people in your target audience on Twitter, and there's a certain percentage of people that are going to follow you back. Okay? Same with Facebook. Reach out to those people. Send them a message. All right? And as you gain more followers, your confidence is going to grow, and then you're eventually going to be asking yourself, why wouldn't somebody want to follow me? Just don't be a show-off, okay? All right, so here's another one, guys. Here's another excuse. Who is really going to like what I have to say? Okay? What does this mean? Okay? First of all, guys, you know what the answer to this is? More people than you think. Okay? Because if you're talking to your targeted audience is the group of people who would like what you have to say. All right? Since there are over 1 billion people using social media, it is almost guaranteed that there are millions of targeted people on the same social network as you. So all you need to do is you just need to make the connection happen so that person knows about you and can see your posts. Okay? Social media and blogging gives you the power to put your own voice on the web, and you need to be proud of that voice, you guys. If you want to help with crafting powerful posts, just look at what the leaders of your niche are doing, okay? And just mimic what they're doing, and just use your own voice, just put your own twist to it, okay? Because like I said in the last training, Very little content is original content. A lot of it is just shared content. You're just putting your own twist to it. Okay? So the two best ways to learn on social media is by example and experimentation. Donna, what do you say about that?
I totally agree with that because it is just, just us learning and then implementing what we've learned and then being able to share it with our followers.
Yep.
And we make it so darn difficult sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've had people say, well, I cannot do what you do. Really? You don't have a voice? I mean, I just have a voice. That's all it is, guys, is you just think of it as I just have a voice. Or, I've been in sales for years. I've been in sales for over 20 years. And people say I can never sell anything. And I'm going, really? You're selling something every day, aren't you? I mean, aren't we selling? And guys, in the network marketing industry, you are in the field of sales, okay? So, you need to tell yourself that, yes, people are going to like what you have to say because you're going to be talking to your targeted audience. And you want them to feel like you're talking directly to them. And these are some of the things that we teach you in our trainings, okay? Another one, you guys, here's a big excuse. Can you guess what it is? This is a big one. I don't have can you guess what the last word is, Donna?
The expertise.
That's a good one, but no. I don't have the time.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, we can definitely relate to this, can't we, Donna?
Oh, this is so true.
We can definitely relate to the fact that you don't have any time, but at the same time, this is one of my biggest pet peeves because this is probably the biggest excuse that I hear people say. Not having enough time is another way of saying one of two things, you guys. Number one, you have more important things to do, or number two, this is just absolutely never going to happen. And let me tell you, the people with the big audiences have the same amount of time in a day as you. Okay? Everyone has 24 hours in one day, and we all spend a good portion of that time sleeping, eating, and drinking water. Okay? What happens after the necessary activities to keep life going is what makes or breaks our success. Okay? So I find it absolutely preposterous that many people complain about not having enough time, and yet the average American watches 32 hours of TV every week.
Wow.
So you have more time than you realize, okay? So carving out time from unproductive activities will allow you to find the time that you need to grow your social media audience and learn more about building a powerful presence on the web, okay? Donna, I'll use you as an example. One thing I love about you is, when we're chatting on Messenger, you say like, I'm going to make this image when I get back. I'm going to the gym. What are you doing? You are taking the time to go to the gym because you're committed. You're committed to staying healthy. You're committed to exercising, and I envy you for that. That's awesome. So what you're doing is because you go to the gym in the mornings, what you're doing, Donna, is something that's important to you, and you're carving time out for that, okay? Where me, I'd rather be in bed sleeping, okay? And you know what? You can see the jowl on my neck, too, as a result. No, but I'm just saying that, it's whatever you decide if you want to succeed in. If you want to stay healthy, if you want to lose weight, if you want to be healthier, you need to be committed and you need to carve out the time to exercise, okay? And same thing, guys, with building a social media business online using social media, okay? You need to carve out the time and you need to decide what is unproductive and what's productive, okay? Donna, you have anything you want to add to that?
No, I would just, I mean, you know how they say that it's the busiest people that really make, they go on to be successful, and it's because of the fact that because we are juggling so many things at almost every day that we're learning, it's all the time management thing and everything, and I'll be the first to admit I do not have that down pat yet because I struggle with that because I feel like a lot of times I'm pulled in so many different directions But the fact is that if I want this business to grow, if I want to really make a name for myself online, I have to put in the time, you know, and it doesn't have to be always on social media, but it has to be where I am creating an environment that is appeasing for people to come and whether it's read my content or watch videos or maybe buy a product or something like that. But, you know, I have to take that time to put into that.
Absolutely. And you know what, guys? I mean, I'll liken it to whenever I started in my insurance business. The first year, I didn't make any money, but what I did was I was in learning mode, and I was making the effort. I was making contacts, and I was meeting with people, and I was selling policies. But I wasn't starting to enjoy the residual income for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And so so basically, you know, today I'm pretty much just I'm enjoying a residual income from my insurance business,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a result of work that I did years ago. And it's the same thing with an online business, you guys. Same thing, you know, when you're blogging, when you're creating content, when you're building a following, it's going to get to a point. It's liking it to a choo-choo train, okay? It takes effort. You're going to have to put a lot of coal in the bin, all right, to get started. But once you get started, you then have what's called inertia. And inertia means that, I mean, literally, it can take. When I was in college, I was a Girl Friday at the electromotive division of General Motors, and I got to meet with you know, I basically would do data entry, but I got to see these huge locomotives, and I got to meet with a lot of people that worked there. And it was I got a really interesting fact is when a train is going full motion, if it slams on its brakes, it literally will take 2 miles for it to stop.
Wow.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why is because of inertia. Inertia is the power that was created. You can't just stop. And so what's awesome and what I see, because I've seen it in my insurance business and I've seen it in network marketing, is you create the inertia at the beginning. And unfortunately, this is when a lot of people give up because of these other excuses. You need to take the time, and you
Mm-hmm.
need to remember that you're just starting the train. You need to get it going, because eventually, you know, Donna and I are going to be in maintenance mode. We're just going to be supporting people. Right now, we're creating our content. We're creating our training courses. And eventually, we're going to be supporting people and coaching people and
Mm-hmm.
helping them. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense, Donna?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And I have a very similar story, Michelle, with my web designing. You know, that wasn't a business that just kind of took off. Locally, I spent a year going to tons of networking meetings locally, you know, like weekly,
There you
just
go.
to get my name out, you know, just to develop the relationships, for people to get to know me and what I do. And so today, exactly like you, I'm enjoying the residual of that because I created a product that people need on a monthly basis, and so they pay me monthly now without me going out there all over town. You know, so that's what's helping me build my business now, where I can spend the time now building the blog babes.
Awesome. Awesome. Yes. And you know what's interesting? I just realized is, Donna, your business was a local business and mine was a local business. And now we're doing something that can be global. You know?
Exactly.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh, I'm so excited. How exciting.
Yep. Yep.
All right. Another excuse, guys. I'm not getting results fast enough. Hmm. Really? I think we kind of already talked about this a little bit. But, you know, starting your journey towards growing a large social media audience is the equivalent of signing a contract, you guys, that says, quote, I understand that there's no such thing as overnight success, unquote. Okay? It can take multiple months, even years to, you know, build a large audience.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, okay? But let me tell you, as you're developing and growing and you're developing these followers and an audience, let me tell you, you're going to learn things about yourself that you didn't know. You're going to come into yourself on numerous occasions, trust me, because you're going to be faced with, meeting new people. You're going to be learning new things. You're going to be growing, developing, and you are going to be, let me just say that if it were that quick and easy, then there would be no point. There would be nothing special about having a large audience, okay? Because it does take a while before you grow your large audience. However, it feels extremely good once you have the big audience and realize that you built it from the ground up. Wouldn't you agree, Donna?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because it's kind of like that little saying, like, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. And everyone can try to do this, but really take a look at how many people are actually becoming or rising to the top. You know how that cream rises to the top, when things are just working out in, because they have put in the time, they put in the effort, they put in all the training that they needed to get themselves to that point, and now they are the leaders of the people that are just coming online. And so
Yes.
that's exciting.
And that actually gets me to my next one, number 6. There are too many things I have to learn about social media. All right, guys, you know what I have to say about this? No matter what you pursue in life, there will be necessary learning curves to cross. All right? And let me tell you, social media is no exception. Okay? The reason why there is no such thing as an overnight success is because it takes time to learn how to be successful. And it takes time to implement the same process at a consistent rate until you get the audience that you want. Okay? I think that if any of us have, that have risen to the top, if any of us tell us that we did it quickly and we didn't fail along the way, are not telling the truth. Would you agree, Donna?
Oh, yeah. Oh, most definitely. And it reminds me of something, and something I have to remind myself of even to this day every once in a while, is when I'm coming into a project and I'm thinking this is going to be so hard, or oh man, I just don't, how we start questioning and doubting and just kind of being in the negative vein of things. I instantly am reminded of, because it wasn't too long ago that I was working at Walmart. And I was working at Walmart just to help pay my bills that I took responsibility for in my family, because they were bills that I created, always trying to build my online business. And so now that I'm at the point where I don't have to work at Walmart, I have enough income coming in to cover those bills, and I don't have to spend the 40 hours a week out of my home doing something I dreaded just to get a paycheck, where now I can be home and I can, I put it in perspective. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out of my home for 40 hours. I'm at home, and I can, yes, this might be hard, but this is nothing compared to the nothing compared to working outside the home and how hard that was at that time.
Yeah, the dread, and I know there's a lot of people that can relate to you, because a lot of people are going to be watching the replay of this because they're at work right now at a job that they hate.
Yeah, it was not fun. So when I had to learn new things, yes, that was hard, and yes, I didn't like it, and yes, sometimes it took me, it all depends what kind of learner you are. It takes you a little bit of time, but it's nothing compared to the ability to be able to stay at home or pull back from work or not have to put all those hours in again, because now you're able to create something of lasting value here online.
Well, and another way to look at that too is, many people jump into social media head on and they try to learn everything about every network. And this approach is what results in people saying that there are too many things to learn about social media. And this is something that we share with you in our trainings, is we always recommend just pick 1, maybe 2 social media channels to really focus on and become, an expert at it. So, when you master one social media network, then you move on to the next social network. And It is better to learn about a bunch of social networks in a few years and have big audiences on all the social networks that you master than it is for you to attempt to learn about every social network right now and not have a big audience on any of them.
Right.
And, I'll use, I started with Facebook, and then I went to Instagram, and then I went to, actually, I was doing Facebook and video marketing at the same time, okay? And then I went to Instagram, and now I'm learning a lot about Twitter. We are getting tons of hits, aren't we, to our website, aren't we, Donna?
Mm-hmm.
Mostly it's because of Twitter. It's because of some of the strategies that we're using in Twitter. I'll be honest with you, I am not very familiar with Google Plus yet. I'm just dying to get to know Google Plus, but I'm not going to dive into that until I know I've mastered Twitter. Okay? So, it's just be careful about spreading yourself too thin, because that will definitely be, a confused mind is a frozen mind, and a lot of people will give up if they feel like they have to learn too much. So
that's a good statement, Michelle. You guys need to write that down. A confused mind is a frozen mind.
Yes. Okay, guys, and this is the last. This is the last excuse. I think I said it's 7, right? Yeah. Okay. It's too late to jump on the social media bandwagon. Some of you guys that, might be like in our age group, okay, might think that it's too late, okay? Just because social media has been around for a while, you guys, social media has been around for now almost a decade. It does not mean that it's too late to jump on the social media bandwagon, though, okay? So keep in mind that, once again, there's over 1 billion people that's on Facebook, okay? But keep in mind, social media makes it possible for anyone to thrive regardless of when they join. It is never too late to be successful on social media. There are rising stars on social media that started off with no followers just a few months ago, and now some of these people have big audiences. And the key is, guys, is if you can interact with your followers and provide them with value, you can be successful on social media regardless of when you create an account, okay? All right, so, in conclusion, like I said before, there's over 1 billion people on social media, and it is possible for anyone to become successful on any social network. We often use excuses to get out of, putting in the work, or because we think a goal is impossible. And success on social media, I'm telling you, is attainable for any individual, and there is no overnight success in any niche, okay? However, once you have that large audience, visualize that. Once you have a large audience, you will be proud of all the work that you put in to make that audience possible. And eliminating the excuses is a great way to start on that path towards social media stardom. So let me ask you this. Which one of these excuses resonated with you most? And are there any other excuses that are holding others back, that are holding you back?
That's good, Michelle.
So I'm finished with my sermon. I'm finished with my sermon. So I think that gave us some things to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
My big earrings. I think that gave you a lot of food for thought, and I just want you to know that the thing is that there's a lot of people that I want to do there's a few people that I want to do a shout out to that I know have been consistently never giving up. Rex Harris is one of them. Laura McCarthy, Jocelyn. You guys are always consistently out there. Sherry Cockhausen, I hope I'm saying her name right. Sherry and Pete. You guys are out there all the time, being consistent every day. Pete is out doing the same thing consistently, which is powerful. Richard Contreras, Richard, I'm really proud of you. you're consistently putting yourself out there, and even though you've had some setbacks because there's people that might say something negative because something that you say might not resonate with them, they need to move on, because when you're speaking to your target audience, they will resonate with you, and there are so many people out there that want to hear what you have to share. So the key is who is your target audience? Who is your target market? Okay? Whatever your network marketing company is, you know who your target market is, right? And you want to speak to them. You don't want to be posting stuff that totally targets a totally different market, because that won't resonate with them, right? And so that's one thing that Don and I do is, one of our target audience members is people that are in network marketing or people that want to have an online business, and we want to give you tips on how to increase your online presence. And we do that by giving you tips. And we do these trainings. We have a lot of people that are on these trainings right now that you guys are our target audience, because you want to learn how to build an online business. You want to know what to do to take it to the next level. We need to stick together. We do, because we are the ones that are going to help each other grow and expand, okay? It's all about networking, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Donna, you have anything you want to add?
No, Michelle, I mean, I think you did an awesome job. I'm really excited for where we're going, and I'm really excited for where the people that are following, where we can kind of just give them that hand up, where we can encourage them to come along with us. I'm excited about that.
Amen. Well, guys, we're so glad that you watched this training. We are so thrilled that you were here. Let us know that you're here. You should be able to leave a comment right below this video, and we will let you go. We will see you on our next training. So we'll bid you adieu. Bye-bye.